I have lived with type 2 diabetes for many years, and I learned the hard way that blood sugar does not come down because of one food, one trick, or one perfect day. If blood sugar truly worked that way, most people would already be controlled by now. But that is not how type 2 diabetes behaves in real life. What actually lowers blood sugar is not dramatic. It is not extreme, and it is definitely not random. Once you understand what is happening underneath the numbers, things begin to feel calmer and more predictable. Many people watching this have tried eating better. They have cut sugar. They have followed advice. And yet their numbers still move in ways that feel confusing or unfair. That does not mean you failed. It means the explanation you were given was incomplete. If you are putting in effort and not seeing consistent results, that effort still matters. This channel exists to translate medical advice into real-life understanding, not to judge or pressure you. Nothing here replaces your doctor. This is about understanding what your body is responding to so you can work with it instead of fighting it. Type 2. Diabetes is not a willpower problem. It is not a character flaw. It is a metabolic input management issue. Blood sugar rises and falls based on inputs like food composition, timing, movement, stress, sleep, and routine. When those inputs stack in predictable ways, blood sugar follows predictable patterns. Most advice focuses on single actions. Eat this, avoid that. But blood sugar does not respond to isolated moments. It responds to sequences. A balanced meal eaten late at night behaves very differently than the same meal eaten earlier in the day. Vegetables can slow glucose release, but only when they are part of a complete plate. Stress hormones can raise blood sugar even when food stays the same. This is why people feel like they are doing everything right and still getting unpredictable readings. At this point, many people realize the problem is not effort. It is missing context, and it is not knowing which inputs matter most. That is why I created a free guide called the Type 2 Protocol. It explains how everyday habits like timing, movement, and routine influence blood sugar in plain language. It is not a diet, and it is not a rule book. It is simply a clear starting point, so you can see patterns instead of guessing. You will find it linked in the description if you want a calm place to begin. What actually lowers blood sugar consistently is not restriction, it is predictability. When meals are structured similarly day to day, the body adapts. When movement happens after meals, glucose has somewhere to go. When sleep improves, insulin sensitivity improves. This is not about perfection. It is about reducing variability. Once people understand this, many find it helpful to observe patterns instead of reacting emotionally to every number. That is where simple tools can help, not as solutions, but as feedback. Some people use glucose monitors or basic tracking to connect what they eat, how they move, and how their blood sugar responds. If you want to explore tools that can help with that kind of awareness, you can always check the links below. Tools do not fix diabetes. They make cause and effect visible, and once something is visible, it becomes manageable. Blood sugar spikes are not random, they are signals. Small, consistent changes matter more than intensity. Improvement is still possible regardless of age or how long you have been dealing with this. Understanding restores agency. For those who want more structure instead of piecing information together, I also created the Type 2 Reversal Framework Guide. It lays out this input-based approach step by step, including how to structure meals, routines, and how to respond calmly when numbers fluctuate. It is designed for people who want a full system rather than ongoing trial and error. That guide is also linked below for anyone ready to go deeper. Lowering blood sugar does not require extremes. It requires understanding how your body responds to inputs over time. When that clicks, control becomes calmer. Predictability replaces frustration, and hope comes naturally from clarity. Start with the Type 2 protocol to understand your patterns. Explore the Type 2 Reversal Framework Guide if you want the full system.